Hi, everybody. Dan Illman, Mike Beer, taking a look at the DRF race of the day for Thursday, August the 18th. It's race number 9 at Saratoga. It's one of the New York Stallion Series events. This is the Statue of Liberty division for 3-year-old fillies going a mile on the inner turf.
Want to view free Formulator past performances for this race? Head to the Race of the Day page at DRF.com. Don't forget to subscribe to the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel and bet this card with DRF Bets.
Let's take a peek at this field, and please scan the QR code for Race of the Day access on your mobile device. The 6, Mike, Busy Morning is your 2-to-1 morning line favorite. Blowout winner of a maiden race last time out for Jorge Abreu. They cut her back to 6 furlongs that day and are going to stretch her back out, but her debut at a mile indicates to me that the distance won't be an issue.
Yeah, I sort of felt the same way about her. I think she has a real chance to win this race. I'm a little surprised that she's the morning line favorite, but at the end of the day, when you start going through this field from top to bottom, it doesn't really feel like there's a standout, Dan, and she's got a lot of upside. Looked awful good breaking her maiden.
We'll throw up the Timeform US pace projector for this race, and we expect Busy Morning to be close to the expected leader, Royal Dancer. And Royal Dancer, while still a maiden, ran very well last time out at Saratoga, going 5.5. She kind of won the duel and lost the war that day, and stretching out with that sort of speed, she should be able to make the front.
Yeah, I thought she would be forward in this race. I don't mind her stretching back out either. She's run 4 times so far, kind of sort of run to a similar level. And all 4 of them, Dan, and they've tried a different distance with her every time. They're going to stretch her back out here. I think she's a pretty dangerous horse.
Another horse notable on the pace projector is the 4, Dream Central, who will likely vie for favoritism. She is already a multiple stakes winner, seeking a hat trick over the summer for trainer Gary Siaka. And if this pace heats up, she'll be running late.
Yeah, any pace would help her cause. She's not a total one run plotter though. So if they don't go that fast, I don't know if it necessarily compromises her too much, and you really cannot knock her recent form.
A horse facing New York breds for the first time drew the inside post. That's the number 1, Golden Rocket, going out for trainer Patty Farrow. This horse, I thought last time out, ran a bit of an underrated race at Monmouth against Open One Other Than. There was not a lot of pace, kind of over and behind horses in the stretch. Mild finish. Obviously has to improve off of that effort, but if the pace is swift, maybe this one can get a piece at a pretty big price.
That's exactly how I looked at her. I couldn't, ultimately talk myself into her really, but I do think there's a chance she could, at least get a piece of this thing at a price. More than anything else, I just really liked her win first off the claim for these connections. I thought she ran really well that day. And you're right, that trip didn't work out great for last time. I would have liked to see her do a little more running in that race, but it was probably, just a little too tough for her, and she didn't get a great trip.
And the 3rd place finisher from that race would bounce back to win a 16,000 starter at Monmouth with a pretty good figure, a 76. Chad Brown sends out a maiden in here. The number 2, Robyn and Eli, Manny Franco takes them out. This horse ran a mile and a 16th last time out. I'm curious as to your thoughts. Bet down to favoritism after just missing behind Dream Central in a sprint stake off the layoff. I know you're not a bounce guy. I'm sure some folks are going to say she obviously bounced.
Yeah, she didn't bounce. She was terrible in that race. Got a really good trip. She was on the outside. She was sort of 3 wide around the track there, while the winner was sort of sitting on the inside. But man, was this horse bad. She never looked like she was going to win, got outfinished by everyone through the stretch. And listen, 2 back, yeah, she was in the photo with Dream Central there in that Cupicoy's Joy division of this series, but she had absolutely no excuse that day. That was a race she easily could have won, and Dream Central beat her on the square.
Another maiden is up next, the number 3, Royal Dancer, your expected pace setter, according to the Timeform US pace projector. And let's watch her most recent start. Kendrick Carmouche was aboard on this day. Irad Ortiz will take them out for our race of the day. And Royal Dancer battled it out with another horse, I believe a 5-2 shot that really backed it up in the stretch, made the lead, and just got run over in the stretch by Sinfully Sweet. Now she's going to have to stretch out, but she certainly has the pedigree to do so. And if they leave her alone on the lead, maybe she could wire these at a price.
Yeah, I think that's certainly a possibility. I think she's run okay in all 4 of her starts. I don't think she's run great in any of them. She ran fine last time, turning back, contesting the pace, as you've already pointed out. That winner there just fired a good one and ran right over the top of her through the stretch. But that horse has a chance to be pretty good anyway. I don't know. She was in against Dream Central and Robyn and Eli 2 starts back, and she was, right there at the finish, after opening a clear lead there past mid-stretch, though it really looked like she was going to be tough in that race. And she somehow got run down. I don't know. She could win here, Dan, but I can't sit here and say that I love her.
The 4 Dream Central, not the greatest gate horse in the world, but she sure comes running in the stretch after she beat Royal Dancer and Robyn and Eli in the Cube Coy's Joy. She came back in the Susie O'Kane at Saratoga. They stretched her out to a mile and a 16th. It didn't bother her at all. She swings to the outside in the stretch. This pace was really solid. She's in the clear, but she really guts it out to run down the runner-up.
Yeah, the runner-up's right to her inside there. She's Amia, who's the favorite in this race, the even money favorite, and actually has the jump on Dream Central here. Looks like she's going to outfinish her, but listen, Dream Central does what she tends to do. She's really game to the finish, and she's going to get up. The flip side of that equation, I guess, Dan, you could say, is that she's Amia is starting to develop a habit of having leads in the stretch and not finishing those races off. I don't want to take anything away from Dream Central, though, because I like both of her last 2 starts.
The number 5 is How Do You Make Your Money? Joel Rosario aboard from Michael Trombetta. And Trombetta is a very good trainer. He has not been afraid to test this daughter of Freud. She's already been to the post 10 times. She's been all over the place, whether it's Gulfstream, Turfway, Woodbine, Belmont, and now up at Saratoga. Last time out in the Alley Wow, going 6.5 furlongs, kind of an even finish, but that was a good race. Couple of next out winners. The 6th place horse would return to win a stake at Presque Isle Downs over there, Synthetic, with an 84 buyer. I wonder how much upside is left after 10 starts, but I think we'll see some tactical speed. Do you think she wants to go this far?
That's my big concern with her. I can't say that I love her stretching out in distance for this DRF, only because, obviously Trombetta has mostly kept her to sprint distances throughout her career. And those last 2 starts, and she ran okay both times, but I didn't really see her finishing that strongly in either one of them, going 7 and 6.5. And now they're going to ask her to go a little bit longer and have a better finish, because she's going to need a better finish to beat this field.
The 6, Busy Morning, Jose Lezcano takes the mount for Jorge Abreu. This horse ran well in the debut, going a mile, and now we'll watch her maiden win, 2nd time out, cutting back to 6 furlongs, and got a very nice trip in this race under Lezcano. Just tracked the 2 leaders, moved on the outside, readily goes by, but I like the finish. Just draws away so easily to win by 6 lengths, got a figure of a 75, and I think another good trip is coming.
Yeah, that's what I liked about this race. So I just like the way she finishes it off. I don't think this is a very good field, and she just sort of sat right up there, right up close on the outside, wins very easily. But, I just like the way she did it. I thought she ran fine in her debut. That seemed like a pretty good maiden race to me, and she had a real shot at that thing. I mean, she was, again, right up close to the pace of the top of the stretch. She had a real shot to win it. Got a little tired at the end, but I thought she ran well that day, improved last time. I don't know. To me, she makes a lot of sense in this race.
The number 7, Tara Dancer, should also be close to the pace. In her career debut, going a demanding mile and a 16th earlier at the Saratoga meet, she showed very good speed. And as we see, she took them into the far turn. She got a little bit tired at the end of this race to finish 3rd. While the pace didn't seem very fast, she got a little bit of a breather on the backstretch. I thought it was solid enough. This is a good field. Couple of next out winners, and the winner would come right back to run 2nd with a 72 buyer.
Yeah, I mean, she ran fine in here. That's Robyn and Eli, by the way, back there in the yellow silks and the pink cap, just doing absolutely no running through the stretch. This horse ran okay, though. They just put her right on the lead. The winner of the race, who just, also had speed, just wasn't concerned about Tara Dancer at all. Let her have the lead, sat behind her, was too good for her through the stretch. But this horse actually ran okay in that race.
I think she gains a lot of fitness from that effort for a good trainer in Horatio De Paz. And I like that we've seen 3 workouts in the interim. Eros's girl is a big ask in here for the daughter of Boys at Toscanova. She's going to be running on turf for the first time. She's done quite well on dirt at Finger Lakes. She's already a stakes winner and stakes placed there. Boys at Toscanova, I guess it's too early to determine if he's going to be a turf stallion. Only 1 for 19 with first turf runners. Although the dam's by Freud, I just don't see any turf in the female family.
That's exactly how I looked at her. She just doesn't really have that much turf pedigree. I really like her recent dirt form, but I don't think I can bet her on the surface switch.
Before we get to our top selections, please click the subscribe button on the Daily Racing Form YouTube channel. All the latest DRF TV offerings for you. Top pick time for the Thursday race of the day. It's the Statue of Liberty division of the New York Stallion Series. We pretty much see this the right way. We like the way Busy Morning finished off that sprint last time out, and I think a good trip is coming either second or third off of the 3 in the early part of this race.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of how I looked at the race. I'll be honest, Dan, I didn't see her being the 2-1 morning line favorite, and I certainly wouldn't bet her at that price, but I do think this is a good spot for her.
6-4-2-3 for Mike, 6-2-4-3 for me. Same super, different order in the New York Stallion Series. It's the Statue of Liberty on Thursday at the Spa. Good luck.